What's up guys, it's Silent, and today I'm going to give you my guide for the perfect 3-day vacation in Puerto Rico. And just to give you a heads up, this itinerary is for those who are more than likely not going to have a rental car, and it's going to mostly center around the San Juan metro area. Yes, you can travel to other areas in Puerto Rico, but you should come back and stay for a week or more to really have time to drive and see other areas of the island. By the way, this itinerary is going to center around a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but obviously you can tailor it to your liking to whatever day of the week that you're arriving to Puerto Rico. So it's Thursday night, you land in San Juan, Puerto Rico, you get your Uber and you arrive to your hotel or Airbnb. Once you check into your hotel, you're gonna wanna grab dinner. If you're staying in Condado, you can grab a bite and drink at Wakiki and enjoy the breeze by the beach in the back. Or you can eat at Orozco's, which most times has a band or some sort of entertainment playing. If you're staying in Isla Verde, you may want to check out Bebo's BBQ, a popular local spot, or if you want to feel a little more fancy or you just want an epic view, hit up Como Rooftop. And lastly, if you're in Old San Juan, you're going to want to hit up the local favorites like El Jibarito and make sure you take a picture with the swing in the back, or La Picadera, which has some delicious pernil. And by the way, if you're going to eat in Old San Juan, depending what time it is and how tired you are, you can take a nice casual walk or just go back to your hotel and get some rest for your 3-day weekend. Alright guys, so it's Friday, you're up bright and early, you had a great night's sleep. My first option would be to book a local tour to either El Yunque Rainforest or the Camuy Cave Park. You can find these tours on Viator, Airbnb, or Get Your Guide. Most El Yunque tours are going to have you hiking through the rainforest, seeing a waterfall or two, and swimming in the natural rivers and water slides. I have to mention this epic tour I took to the Camuy Caves that I booked on Viator, which included transportation from San Juan. The tour included 3 stops, which started off with the Camuy Caves. Honestly, it was incredible to me because it felt like I was inside of an Avatar movie and visiting Pandora. Then your next stop is to Cueva del Indio, which is the Indian cave, and you learn all about the Taínos and how they lived, and it's just a stunning sight to see. And the next stop is to get some delicious local Spanish food, and then it's off to the last stop, which is a natural spring pool where you can take a dip in what feels like a mermaid's hidden oasis. The water is so clear and clean, you are not gonna wanna leave. Now the second option for day 1, for those who aren't really trying to walk and do any light climbing, you guys can head on over to Playita del Condado, which is a small beach with no waves, nice and calm, and it's at the start of Condado by the Dos Hermanos Bridge next to the Condado Plaza Hilton Hotel. After relaxing in the sun and enjoying the beach, you can actually cross the street to the Condado Lagoon and either go kayaking, paddleboarding, or ride the chili boats. And you might even have a manatee encounter because this is where a family of manatees lives. This option is also good for those who might be flying in early Friday morning to start their 3-day trip in Puerto Rico. So for Friday night, we're gonna go to Old San Juan for dinner, and there's so many places to choose from. As I mentioned before, El Jibarito, there's also La Picadera, or the much fancier Marmalade restaurant. After dinner, it's time to party with the locals and other visitors as well. You're gonna wanna head on over to Calle San Sebastian, which is where you can bar hop all night. You've got the legendary La Factoria, where the Despacito music video was filmed, and this bar is actually like a speakeasy, and it has 5 different rooms with different bars, and you're gonna get a different vibe in each space. Another hot spot, which is just steps away, is El Capitín, which is popular for their $5 mojitos and $5 beers with coquito shot. You can also play games like dominoes, Jenga, and more. There's so many other bars on this block, and honestly, even if you aren't a drinker like me, you'll still be able to enjoy the night by people watching and dancing to the music. So it's morning time. What you can do is hit up the local favorite, Panadería España in Isla Verde, Panes in Condado, or Mallorca in Old San Juan. Now again, I have 2 options for after breakfast. The first option would be to take an Uber to Piñones. Piñones is a community inside the town of Loíza which reflects the richness of the island's Afro-Latino culture and traditions. So what you can do is start out by hanging out at La Posita de Piñones, which means the little pool of piñones. The reason being because there's a ridge of rocks blocking off the rough waves, thus making it feel like a pool inside of a beach. So you can relax there, take some sun, swim in the water. After you spend some time there, you're gonna be hungry. So what you can do is head over to all the kiosks and enjoy some good ass authentic local Puerto Rican food. This is where you're gonna find the alcapurrias, pastelillos, bacalaitos, pinchos, and all that good old fried food that you love. You can walk off the food you ate by taking a stroll on the boardwalk as you enjoy the views of the ocean and take photos for your memories. The second option would be to head on over to Isla Verde beach and bask in the sun and water until dinner time, which you can do at any of the restaurants in Isla Verde. Tonight, you're going to La Placita de Santurce. La Placita is known for its bars, clubs, and local restaurants. You have people hanging out in the streets, surrounding what is a fruit market during the day, and you'll have all kinds of music blaring from live salsa bands to reggaeton and even hip-hop and R&B. Alright, so now you wake up and it's your last day in San Juan. So the first option brings you to Escambron Beach, which is one of my favorite beaches in the metro area. This beach is calm and relaxing, and the water is crystal clear. It's like a dream. Not only can you relax at Escambron Beach, but if you visit the other side, there's a smaller cove-like beach area where you can snorkel alongside fishes and turtles. You can either use the snorkel company that is set up there, or you can bring your own snorkel gear like I did, which you can buy at the local Walgreens or Walmart. The second option is to head on over to Old San Juan and take a walking tour of this historic district. And believe me, between seeing the oldest church on US soil, the colorful buildings, cobblestone streets, the forts of El Moro and San Cristobal, and all the Instagrammable backdrops you can dream of, your day is going to be filled like no other. And while you're there, you can obviously have lunch or dinner either at Café Manolin, which is like an old style diner vibe, or Barachina, which happens to be the birthplace of the famous piña colada drink. And don't forget to grab you a limbe from the window just up the street from El Convento Hotel. That's one of my favorite things to do after walking through Old San Juan. And by the way, you can actually walk on your own through Old San Juan, or you can book a private photography tour with me where I'll take you to the best spots and take pictures for your memory. And just like that, guys, the day is over. There is so much more to see, from the beauty of the Cabo Rojo beaches to Culebra Island to Crash Boat and more. You'll be back, and I'll be here to give you more tips on what to see and do. So until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share, and I will see you soon.